which I hate. Honestly, say I hate when my tonsil gets swollen because, man. All right, y'all know what to do. Can y'all hit that hearts and no gifts? And can you please go tell me if you can see the recap video? Thank you, Shanti. I appreciate it. If you guys can go see if you can see the recap video, I'd highly appreciate it. I saw it. Hi, Celeste. Thank you for telling me. I am a little bit under the weather, but I'm going to try to give y'all what I got. Hello. And, well, ain't nobody in YouTube land just yet. There's a lot going on. Make sure both of my phones are on vibrate. They are both on vibrate. Feel better. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. You saw it? Okay, great. Make sure y'all like, comment, and share. Oh, these braids are getting it. Y'all, my braids have grown out so much. My hair has grown too daggone fast, bruh. My braids started up here. Now they like back here. Thank you, Dorothy. Hello in YouTube land. Good morning, Sherry. Good morning, Dar. If you guys could please go watch the video, like, comment, and share, and don't hit boost. Don't say boost. Boost doesn't do anything from me. It doesn't make sure people know where I'm at. Hi. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Hello. Hello. We've got a lot to recap and only an hour to do so. Good morning, Mia. Good morning in YouTube land. If you are in here, I do daily recaps of everything that happened yesterday, all the gossip, all the tea, all the news, all the politics, all the international stuff. So if you guys want to get all your news under an hour, probably like 30 topics, this is what I do. I post my recap video after I go live so you can actually go through every little thing that I've done. Okay. Good morning, YouTube land. If you guys could please hit the follow, not the follow button. If you guys could please hit the heart and make sure you guys are going to my video, like, comment, and share. I do not do gifts. Good morning, PCEC West. Good morning, KB and YouTube land. Good morning, guys. Grab your tea, grab your water, grab your drink, and lock in. Sent the video. You sent the video, Destiny? What is pray? What does that mean? SSA pray. Hi, TS. What does that even mean? Do I have any? Oh, you saw it. Do I have any bouncers in the room? Hi, Lee. Good morning, D Nice. Thank you. Oh, it's a greeting. SSA is a greeting. That spells ass backwards. I don't. Oh, you're in India. Hi from India. Hi from India. Are you in India? You're in India. Are you in India? Thank God we just started. Yeah, we just started. We ain't even hit 10K hearts. Y'all in YouTube land, on TikTok, I reach people all over the world. You're in Philly. What the hell? SSA is a greeting in the Punjab culture. Oh, okay, because I was like, what? Hi, sailor. But I do reach people internationally in my TikTok area. So sometimes I don't be knowing what people be saying. So I do not want to mispronounce that. Do you want to say hi real quick before I get started, Sassy? My dog always likes to say hello. Well, she just wants to get a little cuddle time before I start. Say hello. I feel like I got too much sun on me. Oh, that is so much better. That is so much better. All right. You getting your loving in? Hi from Arkansas. Where's Emmy walking around me? Ah, she right here. God damn it. I hate when she does this. I really do hate when she does this. That's my braid. Get off my braids. Golly. Where's the cat? Right there. Doing what she usually do. Hey, from Louisiana. Are you good? No? Are you going to get off? You can get down if you want to. You don't have to stay on the ledge. Go ahead and get down. Or look at me like I'm stupid. That's your prerogative. Yeah, I know. You like being that high. I get it. Just walked in. Oh shit. Okay, let's start. I'm sorry. Here, give me a hug. Okay, love you. Get down. My bad, y'all. She caught me off guard. She gonna sit there for a while. I don't know when she gonna get down, but I'm not getting her down. All right. So yesterday, you're not late. You're not late. Yesterday, Trumpy hit China with 245% tariffs. Yes, an uptick of 245%. Um, that's a bit excessive, but it's okay because China countered. China, like I said, y'all, China is playing chess. No, China's playing like something else. They're not playing chess. Yes, 245% tariffs. Don't order shit. Don't order nothing online. Okay, don't do it. Don't do it. Okay, don't order nothing at this point because you're gonna be charged out the ass. You're gonna be charged more for what you're gonna be charged more than what you buy for. Okay, so China, Trump did the 245% tariffs. China turned around and slashed the U.S. oil imports into their country by 90%. 90%. So they're only getting 10% of our oil now. Now let me tell y'all how this oil thing works. We get our oil from Canada. We get our pure oil from Canada. We mix it all together and then we sell it to other countries. So China said, fuck the middleman, I'm going straight to Canada. So now they're getting their oil from Canada. They're not even going through the middleman anymore. They're going straight to Canada. I keep telling people China don't need us. We need them. So now we're not even making money on the oil because they're only buying 10% from us now. That's all their companies. That's all of their companies, all of their businesses, all their rigs in China. That's all they're getting from us is 10%. When do I care and who we I gotta get you out of here already because I know you're gonna piss me off. Kim, can you help me out, sis? Deborah. Yeah, thank you. Can you get her out? I appreciate it. I don't have time for that in TikTok. I don't really care on YouTube. Y'all can do what y'all want, but not on TikTok. Um, so that's checkmate. Now for all my Shein and Temu girlies, I got this hit me hard because I don't know about y'all, but like I said, I shop on Shein. I'm a Shein girly through and through. I have mastered the ways of shopping. I figured out my sizes. I know what stores to go to. I have figured out everything with Shein to know how to buy stuff and not have to return shit. Okay? Okay. You have till April the 25th before money and prices increase on Shein and Temu. Okay? You have until April the 25th. That is it. All their prices are about to go up. They then pulled the plug on our asses, okay? Okay, we okay. So Shein put this out. They said, thank you for your support in the US. Since we began serving the US shoppers, our goal has been simple to offer great fashion at affordable prices. Due to recent changes in the global trade rules and tariffs, our operating expenses have gone up. To keep offering the products you love without compromising on quality, which I ain't gonna lie, some of the quality ain't quality, we will be making a price adjustment starting April the 25th. Okay? Until April the 25th, prices will stay the same. So you can shop at today's rates, but today's prices will not be tomorrow's prices, okay? As for as Temu said, thank you for your continued support. Oh shit, y'all got, yeah. Thank you for your continued support since we began shopping in the U.S. Our goal is simple. They basically put out the same damn information. Y'all got till April the 25th until Temu prices go up. So if you want to get all your little nail products, hair product, whatever y'all doing, China is standing on business, okay? On top of that, They're not allowing people to ship shit out either. I told y'all yesterday they closed that shit off. They told their people in China, if you ship to America, we will charge you. If you ship to America, we will put more tariffs on your ass. So I don't even think we're gonna be getting shipments like we thought we was, like going straight to the vendors instead of going through Louis Vuitton and all that other shit. We're not gonna be able to do that either. China is literally closing off their doors left and right. They've already done food, they've done gas, they've done merchants. We ain't got nothing. We are literally gonna be left to dry the fuck out. I'm not mad. They standing on business. I ordered my last shipment from Shein yesterday. I'm not gonna lie. I did that. I did that. Temu pulled all of their Google advertisers. Oh, D, you lying. Temu pulled. I gotta look this up. I love when y'all be giving me shit in record time so I can read it for everybody. Hold on. Hold on. We gonna get this one. Temu pulls all Google advertisement. Yep, they did. Temu vanishes from Google shopping ads. Literally on trendingbrands.com. Well, this is designrush.com. Temu vanishes from Google shopping ads as US pressures mounts. Temu abruptly pulled all US Google shopping ads on April the 9th, causing App Store ranking to fall from 5 to 58 in 3 days. Analysts point that the new U.S. tariffs crackdowns on Chinese imports as key drivers are behind it. They exit temporarily, opens up ad inventory. Dang, man. They really are gone. They gone. Hi from Iran. They're gone. Google is losing money on ad revenue too, because that's big revenue for them. Temu and Shein, that's like Fashion Nova. You know, Fashion Nova is doing this right now. Because we ain't got nowhere else to go. Right now, after April 25th, we not going to have nowhere else to go, y'all. Literally. We literally going to have to walk in the stores now and try on clothes. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. That's all we got now. We ain't got shit. You better start repurposing shit in your class. All right. I don't know how this happened, but this is some Ocean 11 shit right here. Thieves steal $20 million in jewelry after cutting through a wall and emptying the safes in a downtown LA heist. Yes. $20 million. They got away with $20 million worth of jewelry. It's on it's in my name. They must have been, they literally cut a hole through the wall next door. Hi from Botswana. They cut a hole through the wall, y'all. So thieves executed a sophisticated heist at Love Jewels, a jewelry store downtown in Los Angeles, by tunneling through multiple layers of concrete from the adjacent property. The burglary occurred around 9:30 p.m. on Sunday, and the crime went undetected until employees arrived the following morning. So nobody heard that shit? Nobody heard that? Nobody heard that. They said the store's alarms had failed, and its security cameras feeds cut out. Okay, they was really doing some shit. The cameras failed and the alarm did not go off. The burglars made off with at least $10 million worth of merchandise, including watches, pendants, gold chains. The store owner claimed that their loss is closer to $20 million and noted they did not have insurance. Y'all didn't have insurance on none of the inventory. Y'all didn't have no insurance. Okay. Yeah. File for bankruptcy. How do you not have insurance on $20 million worth of jewelry? How do you not have insurance? This happened in LA. How do you not have insurance for this shit? Okay. So Two large safes containing all the store's inventory was broken into. The suspects fled in a late model Chevy truck and remain at large. Detectives are examining the footage and collecting forensic evidence, but so far, nothing. So far, nothing. They've got nothing. I think it was an inside job. I'm gonna say it was an inside job. There's no way the alarms failed and the security feed went out without somebody on the inside knowing what the hell was going on. There is no way that that could have happened. Uh, they may get caught. Hell, they may be at the border. You never know. LA is cool, like right next to Mexico. I would have kept driving. I wouldn't divide shit. See y'all in Mexico. Like, I would have crossed that border so quick. We not stopping until we hit the Mexican border. Late model Chevy. They at Cuba. That's messed up. But hey, we'll see what happens. I'm gonna be paying close attention to this one because I want to see if they actually get caught. Because y'all remember, I don't know if y'all remember those men that tunneled into the strip club in Atlanta and got all the money out the safe. They ain't found them yet, and they tunneled through the ceiling. Y'all been watching these damn movies really well. I'm proud of y'all. I'm proud. Y'all have been watching these movies very well. Y'all have been learning and taking notes with all the class. I'm just saying. Okay, so some serious shit. I'm going to give y'all laughing and then I'm going to give y'all serious so we can keep the momentum a little okay. So the CD says autism rates are still rising. Experts say it's because there are more access and awareness to who's finally getting seen. Now, this is the CDC. This is what they do. This is what they study. RFK Jr. got up there and said, no, that's not the case. RFK Jr. said the more studying and the more awareness is not the reason why there are more cases. And then he goes on to say that children who have autism will not be able to hold jobs. They won't be able to live alone. And they can't even wipe their own butts. I don't think he's ever met a child who's autistic. I've seen plenty of autistic children be very intelligent, very capable of working, holding a job, going to school, very intelligent. They just have tunnel vision. I call it tunnel vision. They're very picky and they're very particular. I've seen children with autism learn how to play the piano at the age of 5 and 10. I've seen them be artists. I've seen some of them be able to remember everything somebody's ever said to them. That is the question. So are they going to get disability? I don't know. But putting that out there, you are not qualified to say. And a lot of parents with children who have autism were very offended by what he said. It was very offensive because there's no way that I would make a general statement like that without having any kind of evidence to back that up. You just don't say that. So they're still trying to dig in and find the symptom of why, children are born with autism. And I just don't think this man is the man to do it. I don't think he's the man to actually have that kind of conversation with people. He's so stupid. I'm sorry. Oh my God. And you really are related to the Kennedys. How embarrassing for you. Like, I would be embarrassed as a Kennedy. Embarrassed. Okay. So this is some international news. According to the UK, trans women, the UK Supreme Court, trans women are not going to be legalized as women. Okay. So transgendered women should not be legally defined as women, the Supreme Court has ruled, handing down the court's judgment on whether sex-based protection should apply to people who were born female. Lord Hodge said the terms woman and sex in 2010 in the Equality Act referred to biological sex and is not acquired by gender. So I don't know if that still allows transgender women to have protections or not, or does that leave them out in the cold? I was looking for more information, but honestly, that does leave them open to be attacked. I'm not going to lie. By not giving them protections, some type of protections, that does leave them open to being attacked. And I don't agree with that. That opens it up for more hate crimes. And I don't give a damn what you are. I don't give a damn if you decide you want to be a dog for the rest of your life. No one should attack you because of who you are and what you want to stand for and what you want to be. If you're not physically harming anybody, and if you think like that, you should not exist. You should be extinct. If you feel like that person deserves to be harmed because how they choose to live their life, you should be extinct. You should not exist. They're not harming you. You're the one with the problem. Okay? Just like this girl said on the internet, on TikTok, she said, men, it is summertime and girls are going to wear smaller clothing. It is you that has the problem looking at them in a predatory way. It is not the woman's problem. That makes you a rapist, not her. Okay? Your mental is not mentally. Just go under any same protections they have. I don't know if they're protected anymore. I was looking for more of it. I'm gonna have to look today to see if their protections are actually going to be there. No, it doesn't make you a whore. Yeah, thank you for kicking him out, Dar. I appreciate that. So I don't know who this rapper is, but rapper TK, he was sentenced today. Well, sentenced yesterday. TK is 47, was sentenced to 80 years in prison for the 2017 unaliving and robbing of photographer Mark Anthony Salvador in San Antonio. Dang. Yeah. He ain't getting out. He not getting out. He's not getting out. Now, y'all want some funny stuff? Here's some funny stuff. This is some petty shit, but man sentenced for sending a fake BOMB threat to a cruise ship after his girlfriend left him alone at home. Who is Mike Hunt? Logged on. I don't know who Mike Hunt is. Man sentenced for sending in fake BOMB threat to a cruise ship after his girlfriend left him home alone. It was a teenager. A teenager did this. A teenager made an impulsive decision when his girlfriend left him at home to go on a Carnival cruise with her family. Her family. Leading him to send a fake, threat to the cruise line. I don't know who Mike Roche is. Y'all keep telling me Mike is here. Who the hell is that? I'm talking about YouTube, y'all. They keep telling me Mike Roche is in the room. I don't know who Roche is. Who is that? I don't know who that is. I don't know. So Joshua Lowe, 19, was sentenced to 8 months in prison for making false threats on Monday. We take every threat, massive violence seriously, said the U.S. Attorney Mark Toten. And as a press release, dang, bruh. Like, you got sentenced to 8 months in jail for that? That is some control. And that's something. May this love never find me. In Jesus' name I pray, amen. May this love never find me. Okay? I can't deal with that. That's just insane. You need some therapy if you starting to do stuff at the age of 19. No. Oh, he's a podcaster. Oh, well, hi, podcaster Mike. Georgia Governor Brian Kemp, if you in Georgia, pay attention. He's trying to do something nice before he gets the fuck out of office. So Georgia Governor Brian Kemp signs a $1 billion special tax refund bill. Okay? $1 billion special tax refund bill. Okay? Single tax filers will receive $250. Head of households, you will receive $350. And 5 joint filers, y'all will receive $500. The refund totals in $1 billion going back to taxpayers. The second bill drops Georgia's income tax rate to 5.19% starting retroactively from January the 1st, 2025. So if you filed your taxes in 2023 and 2024, you're eligible for this refund. So look for your money, people. Okay? Just look for that money to come back to you. It may not be good, it may not be bad, but it's going in your pocket. I'd say save it, because Trump is about to up the taxes on our asses anyways. That's not funny. That's really not funny. But here's some funny shit, okay? I know a lot of people don't believe in this stuff, but I'm just going to read the headlines. So I don't know how to pronounce his name. Rotimi. Y'all know who I'm talking about, the actor that played in everything. Rotimi, I think that's his name. He claims his wife was offered witchcraft to boost music career, calls juju, voodoo, and black magic hyper real. He said his wife, Rotimi, thank you. He played in Power. Yeah, he said it's hyper real, emphasizing they perceived influence in the entertainment industry. Do y'all believe that? Do y'all believe witchcraft has a part of the entertainment industry? Because I don't know if I believe that. I mean, I am Creole, so I grew up around, hearing voodoo stories and stuff like that. But he says it's hyper real and black magic is real. But black magic is not always wrong, okay? It's not dark magic. Black magic is different from dark magic. That's not the same, okay? That's what he said. Now, I don't know if anybody works for these people, but if you work for one of these companies, you may want to watch out. I'm just saying you may want to watch out if you work for one of these companies. Global consumers are turning away from the U.S. brand. Can someone get the man with the swastika out of my room in YouTube land? Please and thank you. Hold on, y'all, 1 second, because, yeah, I don't deal with that shit. Thank you. Global consumers turn away from U.S. brands. A recent report from Anox shows that people around the world are feeling more negative about U.S. companies. This change is happening at the same time as rising political tensions and new trade rules. So the study indicates that the following changes in public perception. So FedEx is down 37%. Okay. Warner Brothers and Discovery down 31%. Coca-Cola down 28%. Tesla down 25%. Nvidia 20%. Starbucks 6%. And Amazon 2%. Now, unfortunately, Meta and OpenAI have gained traction, which I don't know how that is possible. But someone made a oh, this is bad. I gotta get these braids out of my head. My head's hurting. Someone made a comment that said that the world does not need the US, but the US needs the world. And I'm starting to think they're right. We really do. I'm not saying we as a people, but the United States, the government think that, they hot shit. My Meta stock is down though. Damn, that sucks. But yeah, this is true. The world doesn't need us. They can work around us if they want to. They can literally isolate the F out of us. So I told y'all, Angela Tucker, excuse me, the judge that gave Carmela, Nene, these goddamn braces swear has fucked up all my pronunciations. Carmelo Anthony's judge, Angela Tucker, has to beef up her security amid alleged threats after reducing the bond and ordering him to be on house arrest. She is now have security around her. Before that, Carmelo Anthony had a $1 million bond. It was reduced to $250,000 because he has no criminal history. Okay? It was unnecessary because he has no criminal history. He cannot leave his house without prior court approval, must be supervised by a parent and guardian at all time, and he must check in with the judge's bailiff every Friday morning. He's also prohibited from using social media and contacting the family of the alleged victim. Okay, I don't call him a victim. I call him an antagonizer. I don't call him a victim. I'm sorry. That may hurt a lot of y'all feelings. I call him an antagonizer. You deliberately went to bully this boy that was minding his own business. And yeah, you fucked around and you found out. Stop messing with people. Leave people alone. I don't care if you white, black, yellow, orange. Leave people alone. If they're not bothering you, what is it to you to mess with them? What is it? That makes no sense. You put yourself in harm's way. He put himself in harm's way when he decided to step to Carmelo Anthony and bully him. That is his fault. He put himself in that position. Actions have reactions and repercussions. And I'm not finna sugarcoat it. You mess with somebody, there's no telling how they're going to react. So the best thing you should do is mind your own business. And he did not do that. Therefore, that's what happened. You don't touch nobody's stuff. You don't attack anybody and then expect them not to retaliate in the worst way or the way they see deemed forward to protect themselves. That's just how it goes. Yeah, I know, Emmy. Dang it, go back. No, hush up. Please don't come over here bothering me. Please don't come over here bothering me. Please go somewhere else. Thank you. Please and thank you. Okay, so this is something lighthearted again. We're going to give you some lighthearted stuff. This is how I do it. I bounce in and out of the lightheartedness so everything is not so heavy. So for all my texters and the people that like to light up, Regal CEO floats texting in auditoriums and SMOKING in theaters to revamp the movie experience. Now, I'm going to tell you right now, I hate when people text in the auditoriums. I do not want to see a big ass red light. Who are you clearing out, Risa? Only clear out the most hateful stuff. Everybody else can stay. I don't like hearing people. I don't like seeing people in auditoriums on their phone. Take your ass outside, okay? On top of that, what type of smoking are we talking about? That's my question. What type of smoking are we allowing? Because if we're allowing, if you're inviting trees into the room, I'm all for it. That's how I watch most of my movies at home. I don't mind that. I'm just waiting on that answer. I'm waiting on that answer because we could just, we could figure that out real quickly. All right. We all know Elania is losing money left and right when it comes to Tesla. He can't bring parts in from China. He can't bring his cars over. His factories are getting effed up. His cars are getting effed up. People are trading their cars in left and right. Well, this is what Elania has proposed. He has proposed a $20 billion Hyperloop tunnel for a 1-hour ride from New York to London. Okay? $20 billion. I wonder who's going to give him that contract. So, Elon Musk and the Boring Company has unveiled an ambitious plan to construct a transatlantic tunnel connecting New York to London, utilizing Hyperloop technology. The proposed tunnel would enable travel between the two cities in under 1 hour, significantly reducing the current flight time of approximately 8 hours. Musk estimates the project to cost about $20 million, a fraction of the previous estimate reaching up to $20 trillion. Oh, so it went down. Okay, so it went down. The design incorporates a vacuum-sealed tube and a magnetic levitation systems to achieve speeds exceeding 3,000 mph. Despite the innovative approach, experts express skepticism regarding the project's feasibility due to technical, financial, and environmental changes. So is this shit supposed to go above water or underwater? Where are we going with this? I'm asking for a friend. Because, nah. I don't need to try new shit. I don't need to try new shit. I'm okay with that. I'm gonna let y'all go first. You know how they did the Titanic? You know how, yeah. Y'all go ahead and try that shit out first, and then we'll see how it goes. And then if it goes well the first 30, 40 trips, then maybe I'll consider doing it, but not right now. Heavy shit, but good shit. Former Baltimore police officer sentenced to life in prison after essaying children in his ex-wife's daycare center. Yeah. So let's see. According to CBS News, last November, James Wims was found guilty of rape, essay of a minor, showing obscene matter to a minor. Court documents show the victims attended his ex-wife's daycare, Little Kids Castle. He came into contact with the children as he drove the van in daycare centers. Jesus. According to Wims admitted to looking at explicit photos while he took the children to school. However, he claims he didn't purposely show the children the imagery or touch them. Young, who is sentenced to only 4 years. Oh, that's his wife. Shantia Young was only sentenced to 4 years for pew-pewing Wims, testified against Wims during a trial. She was not allowed to tell the jury she pew-pewed Wims after learning about his allegations against him. She did what she had to do. Free her. She did what she had to do. She only got 4 years for pew-pewing him, which is, I'm okay with that. Now, here's a job that I think everybody would probably want to take, but I don't think it would work in America. Okay, it probably work in another country, but I don't think this job will work in America. A Japanese man makes $80K a year for renting himself out as a do-nothing friend. I ain't never heard of this shit, but okay. Yes, he rents himself out for $80K a year. $80K a year. He makes $80,000 a year just for being a do-nothing friend. In a world where loneliness is increasing and prevalent, Shoji, I'm going to say Shoji because I don't know how to pronounce his last name, has turned a unique concept into a thriving career. Since 2018, the Tokyo-based entrepreneur has been offering his services as a do-nothing companion, charging approximately $100 per session. His role involves simply being present for clients, whether it's waiting at a marathon finish line, accompanying someone to a concert, or sitting quietly during a personal moment. Shoji has completed over 4,000 assignments, earning $80,000 annually, and has gained significant following on social media. I'm sorry, that's innovative. That's innovative as hell. I could do that. I could definitely do that for $80K a year. Just show up and be there. Yeah, hey, it is what it is. So y'all already know Boston Richie has been arrested for allegedly domestic violence against his ex-girlfriend who is pregnant. But on top of that, he also violated his parole. Bruh, you violated your parole as well. So he violating his parole on a pre-child release conditions in his 2023 DRUG case. Okay, judge reportedly cites Tatiana Chanel's abuse allegations as a mean to deem him dangerous. So you ain't getting out. You ain't getting out. You're gonna be held there until the trial. Now, that's it for you. Like, you messing with a 19-year-old girl anyways, that's your business. Now, I know everybody's been waiting for the update on Abrego Garcia, so let me just break it down for y'all. So we know Senator Chris Holland went to El Salvador to go see about Abrego Garcia. He was denied entry. He got to the consulate. He spoke with everybody. They told him he was going to be able to see Abrego Garcia. Then they told him that he was going to be able to talk to Abrego Garcia. He didn't even get to talk to him. He did not get to talk to Abrego Garcia. In fact, he spoke to the president of El Salvador and asked the president, why don't you just release Abrego Garcia? Why don't you release him? He hasn't done anything wrong. He has no criminal record. He is part of the U.S. Please, like, just release him. He said he can't. He cannot release a terrorist into the United States. And he said, well, he's not a terrorist. That has been proven. Come to find out, the Trump administration is paying El Salvador to keep U.S. citizens and migrants. They're paying him. They are paying this country money, which means that is our taxpayers' money is going to ship innocent people to an internment camp, a DEA TH camp, because you don't get out. There is no release from that place. It's not like prison. You don't get released. You stay there until you lose, until you're going to God or going to hell. Either way, you don't get released from that place. So, knowing that the Trump administration is paying El Salvador to keep them, Abrego Garcia is never coming back. And I know that we want to fight. There are several other Democrats that have written letters saying that they are going down there to see if they can get him. I don't think Abrego Garcia is alive. My intrusive thoughts have come full force. I don't think he's alive. I don't think he's alive. I pray and wish that he is, but I don't think he is, because at least a phone call could have been given to Senator Chris Van Hollen. A phone call could have been given to that man. But they didn't even allow him to speak to Abrego. So he may not even be alive, especially if he ran away from that gang. And that gang is housed in that damn camp. He ran from them. He escaped them. He escaped them. And y'all put him in the place where those people are. This is what some of y'all voted for. And speaking of El Salvador, their president has just said that they're about to double the size of Setcot. They're about to double the size of the camp to house U.S. citizens, not prisoners, not gang members, U.S. citizens. They're doubling the size of the camp. And Trump is paying that country to hold us. We're paying for it. I don't even know if we're paying for it. But what I do know this. Trump sat down with Fox News and asked them, said he wanted questions about his assassination, asking, what happened and what's going on. I have questions too about his assassination. Why the fuck do y'all keep missing? I have questions. If you're going to do a job, do it right. If you're going to put effort in, put that effort in. Why do y'all keep missing? Y'all just pissing us off at this point. If you're not going to do the job right, don't do the job at all. He got questions, so do we. One of y'all had glasses on. One of y'all was trained. Was it the wind? Did y'all not throw up a leaf or something? Because I don't know. This could have saved us a lot of trouble if that would have happened during the election. We all got questions. Shit. All right, let me reel it back in. So here's some funny shit. And this is something I probably would have taken. I probably would have taken this. Elon allegedly offered Ashley St. Clair $15 million to keep the baby a secret. I would have took that money. I would have took that $15 million and I would have left the country with my baby. I ain't gonna lie to you. I would have took that $15 million. She played herself. I would have took that $15 million, and I think it was $100K a month that he was willing to give her, or $500K a month he was willing to give her. I would have took that money and left. I wouldn't even thought twice about it. Bye. Make sure you sign over your rights too. 15, it may not be nothing to a billionaire, but baby, living off abroad, I could live the rest of my life real comfortably with $15 million and $100K a month. My child is set up. I'm set up. Hell, my child's children may be set up as well. Baby, I'm gone. You ain't got to tell me twice. If he can shell out millions of dollars for Trump's campaign, I'm pretty sure 15 million cash, I'd be gone too. I would be gone too. Now, speaking of babies, I've heard of this. Y'all know the actress Amber Heard? If anybody knows of the actress Amber Heard, let me know. Amber Heard is allegedly one of Elon Musk's baby mamas. She's never been open about who the father of her child is. It is coming out that now there was a legal dispute with Amber Heard over their embryos. According to a resurfaced legal dossier, Heard is notoriously private about the father of her child, insisting she plays the role of both mom and dad. But a resurfaced declaration in 2022 court case claims that she and Musk plan to have children together. Now, Musk has said that he wants an army of children before the apocalypse. I can't believe I just said that. I can't believe I just said that. He said he wants a legion of children before the apocalypse. Hey, if you want to go give a baby to Elon, have fun. The apocalypse? Are you kidding me? No, he's dead ass. The apocalypse. Before the apocalypse, he wants to have as many children as possible. And I just say, go for what you know, sir. I don't know. He trying to breed him an army. An army of kids. What are they going to do? They're going to cry and run if there's actually an apocalypse. Okay. Here's some not so fun situation. Satellite images have appeared to show a warship that North Korea is building. North Korea is building the biggest warship, the largest warship ever made. I don't know why. And I'm curious to find out. But you know, North Korea don't play. And they're big on displaying their army. They're big on displaying their war and everything. They love, you know, Kim Jong-un, he loves doing those little marches. He's big on that. So whatever is, you ain't never curious. I'm curious. Hell, I want to know which way he going. I need to know which way he going for real. Okay, so we know Google is getting hit left and right. I don't know how safe this is, but Google is helping the government build an AI-powered surveillance system at the border. AI thinks for themselves. So what are y'all channeling AI to look for is the question. So Google is now a major player in the U.S. Customs and Border Protection. AI surveillance initiative is partnering with companies like Equitas and IBM to modernize surveillance towers near the U.S.-Mexico border. Through its MAGE, Modular AI Cloud Platform Environment System, Google provides cloud services to process video feeds for border cameras, identifying people and vehicles approaching the area. I don't know. I don't think I like that. I don't think I like that. This like Squid Game, red light, green light, a girl, a boy, a man, a woman, like that's dangerous. That I don't think AI should be put in any type of I don't think AI should be put in any type of responsibility alone, especially looking at humans. Are we really doing that? Are we really going to have that issue? I don't think so. So here's something that's going to make you like your ass itch, probably. You're going to get a little pissed off about this. The average person paid $17,776 in taxes last year. The average person. The average person paid that much in taxes. Now, here's where some of your tax money is going to. The average taxpayer contributed $98 for deportations of immigrants, detention centers, and border control. $26 to refugee assistance. That's kind of off, ain't it? We paid $3,700 for weapons and war. We paid $1,800 for Medicaid. $5.82 for SpaceX contracts. That's Elon. That's Elon. But we paid 1 cent. 1 cent for Interagency Council on Homelessness. Do you see what matters? We pay more to SpaceX than helping the homeless in our country. How the fuck? Like, I don't give a fuck about SpaceX. I do give a fuck about people having a place to live and food to eat and a job and healthcare. We paid $14,300 to a Pentagon contracts. We paid $600 to troops. The national debt, we paid about $3,400. Food stamps, we paid about $445. And the list goes on. It's a full breakdown on Now This Impact if you want to go look at the rest of them. Yesterday, the stock market lost $1.5 trillion. Yeah, $1.5 trillion was erased from the U.S. stock market in one day, the largest single day in a year, in this year, like the drops this year. Major index tumbled. S&P, which is the 500 biggest countries in America, they were down 2.24%. NASDAQ was technology, slipped to 3.0%. And cryptocurrencies got hit too. So if you have crypto, it got hit. And Bitcoin dropped by below 84,000. So you may want to track your crypto and your Bitcoin to see if you got hit with something. I ain't got none of that. So I'm good. Now there may be a serial, I can't see it. I can't say serial. I got to say serial unaliver. But if you live in Connecticut, Massachusetts, and Rhode Island, you may want to pay attention. Connecticut, Massachusetts, and Rhode Island. Yeah. So unalived women are turning up in the New England beach towns. Police deny a pattern, but locals fear that it's a serial unaliver. This has been happening since March. Okay? Since March, six bodies of people who have been discovered in Connecticut, Massachusetts, and Rhode Island. 3 remains were identified belonging to women ages 35, 56, and 59. News of the disturbing discoveries is fueling speculation about a serial unaliver preying on New England residents. Yeah. So the post about bodies mysteriously turning up in sleepy towns in the coastal New England states of Connecticut, Rhode Island, and Massachusetts have begun to hit the For You pages of TikTok. Since early March, the remains of 6 people have been found in towns close to one another in 3 states, ramping up speculation of a serial unaliver. Now, I don't know if it's true, but the females are between 40 and 60, so they must be preying on the older women, because it's all women, nothing but women. The places are Massachusetts, Rhode Island, and Connecticut, all the beach towns. They said on March 6th, the remains were found of a woman, Paige Fannin, 35, where her body was abandoned by a bridge. The same day on March 6th, a human skull was found in the woods of Route 3 in Plymouth, Massachusetts. Weeks later, on March 21st, the 3rd body was found. Denise Leary of 59, 40 minutes away from Northwalk. Shoot. Yeah, a lot of bodies are coming up. 9 human remains were found in a wooded area. 9 human remains were found in Woodward Saint in one area. Yeah, y'all, ain't no visiting up there. Not right now. I'm good. I am so good. I'm good on the hood. We okay. We are good. Now, this man was cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. A 28-year-old man stormed a Massachusetts courthouse and unleashed a tirade, pepper spraying officers, physically assaulting several people before he was arrested. When I say he came in a gas mask, he was trying to hurt everybody. I think he wanted to get arrested. He had to want to get arrested. This is on Fox News if you want to go see the video. But this man was like dead ass serious. The security guard tried to close the door and he pepper sprayed her to get through. I can't. I don't want to. Okay. This is heartbreaking. It's not funny. A 10-year-old black boy in Mississippi was fatally struck by a truck while driving an ATV. The driver reportedly fled the scene, only to return to retrieve his broken mirror. The driver is white. According to multiple sources, Cody Ranson, that is his name, struck Jordan Hill on April the 6th in Mississippi community. Ranson did not attempt to stop as he collided with Hill and only returned to the scene of the crime to gather pieces of his truck that had fallen off during the alleged hit and run. While Amite County Coroner Cam Sharp confirmed that the child was unalived in the result of a wreck, no arrests have been made in the connection of his unaliving. Social media users are demanding justice in a form of Ranson's arrest and requesting full transparency from law enforcement. Like, you came back to get your mirror. If they don't seek justice, I suggest street justice. I'm tired. I suggest street justice. You got the name, you got the photo, handle business. Nobody else will. At this point, I'm tired. I'm tired of seeing my people being brutalized and no one gets held accountable. I'm just tired of seeing it. So let street justice do what street justice do. If the police don't want to handle it, let somebody else handle it. I told y'all I'm not a nice black woman, so I believe in an eye for an eye. I'm full for an eye for an eye. You hurt my daughter, I hurt you. Y'all have ever seen that movie? Was it Eye for an Eye? Yes, that movie Eye for an Eye. Y'all seen that movie of that woman that got that man that allegedly raped his daughter? That did that to her daughter, unalived her daughter? I'm old school. Yes, wear a mask, please. So here's some out of touch shit that I ain't think I would ever see. Tyra Banks said she wants Taylor Swift to play in the remake of The Bodyguard. Bodyguard is our cult classic. That is Whitney Houston. You want Taylor Swift to play Whitney Houston's? Tyra, your ass then moved to Australia. Stay the fuck out of our business. You are no longer part of America. Do not ask for a white woman to play Whitney Houston's part. She can't even sing like Whitney Houston. Now, if you was going to get close to like vocals, I would say Christina Aguilera. Okay? If you wanted somebody to replace Whitney with the vocal part, I would say Christina Aguilera. Hell, I would say Coco Jones. She would be a great one to play that part. But not fucking Taylor Swift. What are you on? No, I'm not racist. I'm just honest. I said Christina Aguilera would be a better replacement if you were going to pick someone that could vocally sing. Okay? Taylor Swift can't sing to me. She cannot vocally sing the routes and the high notes that Whitney Houston did effortlessly. Okay? She can't do that. Hell, I would even say Ariana Grande, okay? At least somebody that is vocally up there. Taylor Swift ain't it. She can't even beat out Beyonce vocally. She cannot even beat out Beyonce vocally. Let's be real. It is not. It ain't that. Okay, y'all. Okay, let's be real. No, Monica can't hit them notes. I'm sorry. We need people who can hit those high notes, okay? So, Tyra, I need you to go back to the drawing board and think about this shit again, because that didn't make any sense, okay? Okay. Scientists have begun exploring a planet K2-18b where there may be life, okay? Now, this planet is 120 light years away. I don't know what that means in distance. Oh, only 33 days. It's a year and 33 days away. Okay. Now, all I have to say is if y'all gonna go investigate this planet, can y'all come back? Just come check up on us. I really am curious to see what aliens look like. I'm one of those people, okay? I won't be the person. Ooh, there's a police officer. There's 3 police officers. Y'all, I'm so nosy. Don't work from home. I be nosy as hell. But if I'm gonna, be I am that person. I want to see what aliens look like. Now, I'm not gonna be the girl on top of the roof at Independence Day. I may be peeking around the corner, but I want to see. I want to see before I leave this earth. I want to see what an alien looks like, a real alien. So can y'all come? I'm nosy, okay? Yes, I'm nosy, okay? I want to know. Come visit us, okay? We know y'all here. Y'all just don't want to be here and walking around. Trust me, we welcome you. I just want to know. Now, no one is talking about this really, but Puerto Rico has hit an island-wide blackout. Puerto Rico is facing an island-wide energy blackout. Okay, no energy. The trucks, the trains have stopped. People are pumping gas. Like, yes, Puerto Rico is facing an island-wide energy outage, which officially say that they are working on diligently to fix. The trains have stopped. There's no electricity. Nothing is working right now. I hope that they get it back together because it's happened in December as well. Remember that this happened to them in December. Yeah, y'all need to fix that shit. It's too hot out there to not have anything. It's too hot out there not to have any type of air conditioning and stuff. Now, Don Lennon. Everybody give Don Lennon a round of applause. Don Lemon has been doing his damn thing since he left CNN. Don Lemon has finally lived up to the expectations that we wanted on CNN, okay? He's finally telling the truth, straight, no chaser. I am so happy that he's finally doing that shit. Now, y'all know the girl with no lips. Press Secretary Caroline Levitt. I call her the girl with no upper lip. Don Lennon was talking about Caroline Levitt and how she lies so much. She lies every time she gets in front of that press corps. I don't care what nobody say. Every time she gets up there, she lies. She lies so much. She lies to the point where her lip is receding into her gums. That's how much she lies, okay? Well, Don Lennon has finally given us a name for Miss Caroline Levitt, okay? Her new name is Bullshit Barbie. Her name is now Bullshit Barbie, okay? Now when I start talking about the press secretary, I'm going to start calling her Bullshit Barbie, okay? That is her new name. That is what we're dubbing her because she can never tell the truth. I love it, Don Lennon. Thank you for giving me something to laugh about, even though there's too much to cry about. And here's something else funny. Azalea Banks admits she made a mistake voting for Trump. Azalea Banks has said she's made a mistake for voting for Trump. Y'all remember when she said she voted for him? She put out the picture of her signing it and everything and told everybody, ha, I voted for him. She said, okay, I think it's time everyone who voted for Trump admit we made an effing mistake. She said, it's time to admit we made a mistake. She said, this is an absolute disaster. I don't know why y'all are so oblivious to what this man was going to do. We gave y'all a whole booklet. And just to let y'all know, Project 2025 is almost 50% complete. Okay? Project 2025 is almost 50% complete. And it's only been 4 months. Not even a full 4 months. It's almost done. Where this will be a white, male-dominated Christian nationalist country. Or if you're not a white cis male and you're not a white woman that follows a white cis male, you will be deemed unvaluable, unimportant, and probably outed. I don't know what it's going to look like. I don't know what this is going to look like, but I just wanted to give y'all that information. Give y'all that information. A new study at Harvard University suggests that 40% of Americans could be experiencing a friendship recession. Millions are now admitting that they have only online friends. I'm a white male. I'm a white male. What are you going to say? Nothing, James. You're a white male. Congratulations. Do you want a cookie? Like, y'all be acting like y'all don't know what's going on. Y'all really do be oblivious to your own lives. You have nothing to worry about. You're a white male. As long as you're straight, you're good, James. Oh, and you're not poor. My bad. If you're poor, you're going to be screwed. If you're middle class, you're going to be screwed. Like, come on. But yeah. So 40% of Americans could be experiencing a friendship recession. Millions only admit that they only have friends online. Like, seriously. I never really thought about this. It says, these days, people are clocking more hours working and pouring into parenting like it's an Olympic sport and spending the amount of time on a couch solo. Meanwhile, community events, religious gatherings, volunteering groups are going ghosted. The result is an epidemic in social disconnection. We do have a social disconnection. I ain't gonna lie. Teens especially are trading spontaneous hangouts for screen time and friends they'll never actually meet. Okay? This article is on Black millionaires on IG if you want to read about it. But I do encourage y'all, if y'all have friends on social media and y'all are in the same area, I encourage y'all to get away from the fucking phone and go see them. Okay? Get a meetup group. There are plenty of y'all that are in the same cities that do not actually go to meet each other face to face. If you're talking to this person for more than 8 months and y'all have built up a great friendship online, go meet their asses outside. I have met plenty of people that I've met online, outside. I'll meet more of them when I get to Washington in about 2 weeks. But do not get stuck on this phone. Because if you do, your life is going to pass you by. It's the summertime. Get your asses outside. Drop the phone. There's a lot of things going on in your cities. All you have to do is look it up. The phone should not be your end-all, be-all to making friends. Y'all need to think back like when we were in the 90s before we had internet, before we had Facebook. What were y'all doing to meet people? Y'all need to go back to that. And if you're a Gen Zer, ask the millennials what we did and how we met people. We got the fuck outside. Girl, like your shoes, they cute. Your hair cute. Girl, what do you do? Where you stay at? It's real fucking easy. It's real easy. That's it. There's no reason 40% of Americans should be this goddamn lonely. Now, I ain't talking about relationships. I'm just talking about that. Now, here's something serious. Y'all remember when Obama... I don't even want to give y'all this news. Okay. Y'all remember when the negotiation program was introduced by Biden administration for Inflation Reduction Act? It helped bring prescription prices down, right? Everybody could afford prescriptions. There was a cap even on insulin. Insulin only costs a certain amount of money a month. So people could afford insulin. You know, pharmaceutical companies could not overly charge for things. Well, that's about to change. Trump is signing an executive order on prescription drug costs on Tuesday. He signed it, which includes a potential change in Medicare drug prices negotiation program that will likely make pharmaceutical companies happy. Okay, so Y'all know the pharmaceutical companies are in his back pocket. They loved him because they know they're going to raise the prices to make them rich. So if you're on insulin and you have Medicaid, if you have blood pressure pills and things like that, I need y'all to pay attention to these prices because they are going to go up. And that's not good for people at all. That's definitely not people who are on Social Security. That's not good for our veterans that need that medication for their issues and things that they're going through mentally. That's not okay for children that have asthma and diabetes and things like that. That's not good for none of us. I've seen what an asthma pump can cost, and it also can cost somebody their life. So I hope y'all are paying attention to this because this is about to come down the pipeline and affect everybody, not just one group. Everybody's going to be affected by this. It don't matter how good your health care is. So try to be as healthy as you can. Okay. Frumpy. How can I put this? So an internal Trump administration document came to light, and it reveals that massive budget cuts are proposed for the federal healthcare agencies. Yay, us! So, Trump administration is formulating a plan to cut roughly a third of the federal healthcare budget, eliminating dozens of programs and vastly whittling down the health agencies, according to CNN. So if you want to go look at it, it's in CNN. The primary memo sent to the White House budget officials to the Department of Health and Human Services previews the administrative plans to slash discretionary federal healthcare spending and rework healthcare agencies in the image of Donald Trump and RFK Jr. The document was dated April 10th, could still be finalized with changes if enacted. If cut, it could cut total federal funding in tens of billions of dollars a year. It could consolidate dozens of health programs and departments into Administrators for Healthy America. That ain't good. That ain't good. You know, I know what people are saying. Well, that's going to save us money. No, certain people are put in certain positions because they are skilled at those places. Just like I will not take health advice from RFK Jr. if the CDC is saying something different. People specialize in certain areas when it comes to our health care. So why the hell are y'all trying to consolidate that to people who are unexperienced in those certain areas? That don't work. They're called special areas for special people who have special certifications and have done shit and been in those spaces for years, so they know what they're talking about. But that's another thing that's happening. Yay for us. But there is infighting. I want to make this very clear. There is some infighting going on between Frumpy and Musk. They have infighting right now. The girls are scrapping, okay? So, allegedly, Elania was supposed to have a private, secret conversation at the Pentagon about China. Yeah. Frumpy cut that shit short. No, you ain't going to the Pentagon today. So President Donald Trump was furious when he learned Elon Musk was getting a secret briefing at the Pentagon about war plans with China. Why we got war plans? Why we got war plans? That's my question. With China. So it's not going to go past the tariffs. So we're just not going to stop at tariffs. Okay. We're not stopping at tariffs. Okay. Noted. He personally canceled the event. The president was reportedly angry that Musk was being given the briefing because the SpaceX founder has billions of dollars of business and interest in China. Yep, we know that. Trump had pledged that Musk, in his role as head of Doge, would be involved in the areas where he could have conflict interest, where he could not have conflict interest. Okay, so we all know Elania has most of his businesses and a lot of connections in China. He's losing a lot of money day by day. So, of course, he'd be interested if we're going to go to war with China, which I really, really hope we don't. Okay. Trump tells the IRS to take away Harvard's tax-exempt status over failure to address anti-Semitism on campus. Please, Harvard, hold your line, because Vanderbilt Medical Center, Vanderbilt University Medical Center has decided to get rid of their DEI initiatives. Yes, they decided to abide by Trump's ruling. So they're rolling back all their DEI initiatives in a medical fields, where I'm going to say this, Black women are mostly hindered by. So if you live in Tennessee, do not go to that hospital, especially if you're a Black woman, because you will not be treated. That means everybody that's going to school now, they will not get the education when it comes to culture in the medical place and how different races are treated, because y'all look at Black women as our pain tolerance is not the same as white women. And this is not me just talking out the side of my neck. This is historically proven. This goes all the way back to slavery, when white doctors would open us up, probe us as slaves. They would probe us. They would do examinations on us to see how the woman's body ticked, with no medication, nothing to put us under. We were alive and kicking as that was happening to us. This is how y'all know about the female body and the reproductive of a female body is off of Black women and slaves. Okay, so they don't look at us as our pain tolerance as being as low as white women. So when we say we're in pain, we're going to have more problems. They're not going to believe us. They're going to ignore us. This is why I only have Black doctors. I don't care what nobody say. I only have Black doctors for that reason, because I do not play about my health. And I don't have nobody, I don't have no time for somebody to be looking at me crazy because I say my pain tolerance is high. Okay? So please be mindful. And please, if you're going to school to be a doctor, don't go there. Don't go to Vanderbilt Medical Center. Find another college. Find a college that's going to accept you, because if they're not going to do DEI initiatives and they're not going to take the time to educate their students properly about every race and every issue, then you don't need to go there and get your education. That's just my opinion. Dr. Oz has changed his whole look. Dr. Oz has dyed his hair blonde. Yes. Dr. Oz has dyed his hair blonde to look more like Trump. This is a cult. I'm not lying to y'all. Go look it up. Dr. Oz has dyed his hair blonde so he can look like Trump. That's what it is. He got the part and the comb over like Trump does too. He got the part and the comb over, okay? He's done it all. It's a religion. Congratulations to Taraji P. Henson. She now fully owns TPH. I love to see that Black women are taking back their businesses. She's full owner of TPH. Congratulations to Cheryl Lee Ralph. She finally got her goddamn star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. Yes, ma'am. Happy to see that. Bad Baby calls out the industry plants. She said she never wanted to be labeled as an industry plant. Bitch, please. You are the poster child for industry plants. Okay? Bad Baby, you are a poster child for industry plants. Okay? Catch me outside. How about that? You didn't invent that shit. You stole it from the girls that you hang around. Okay? You're still a trailer park. Okay? If you never rapped again, I'd be happy about it. Your head is just as inflated as your are. Okay? You're an industry plant. We don't want you here. We're just stuck with you. Get over that. All right, here's some good news. Judge rules against Trump's administration after he couldn't find evidence of fraud in the clean energy program. So a federal judge ruled against Trump administration in the case of alleged fraud in the Biden-era clean energy program, unfreezing roughly $20 billion in funding meant to support projects of new solar energy, arrays, and efficiency upgrades. Thank God. At least something good happened yesterday. Golly. So that money is going to go to clean energy projects. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay. Now, Now, this is the news I've been waiting to talk about. Government whistleblower threatened at home after telling lawmakers Doge access government systems went far beyond what was needed to analyze agency operations and led a data breach. And what I mean a data breach, Russia was using their logins to get into our systems, our federal mandated systems. Russia was logging in, and the whistleblower, his name is Daniel Brulis, he said that it's a log that you can see that has longitude and latitude that could tell you where the login is coming from. And Russia was trying to hack into the system over and over and over again. And you want to know why? Elon was using Starlink. Russia has access to Starlink. They were using Starlink to access government systems. Don't they have their own built-in system, right? So that means Elon may have been allegedly taking information from these systems and uploading them up to Starlink. Mr. Brulis is coming forward today because his concerns that recent activity by members of the Department of Doge inefficiency have resulted in significant cybersecurity breach that likely has and continues to expose our government to foreign intelligence and our national adversaries, said in a letter from the group Whistler's Aid. Okay. Now, the letter, Brulis' sworn declaration, and an exhibit with screenshots. He's got screenshots. This is on, I've got this on the Purple Room Politics, but it's also on CNN. He has screenshots. Hold on, let me make sure I didn't lose my place. Screenshots of the technical data are available here. This declaration details that Doge activity within the NLRB and the exploration of data from the NLRB systems have been continually real and in real-time access by users of Russia. Ooh. And they said, notably within minutes of Doge personnel creating user accounts in the NLRB systems, on multiple occasions, someone or something within Russia attempted to log in using all valid credentials. How are they getting these credentials? How are they getting these credentials? How are they getting the username and the password? This combined with verifiable data being systematically exfiltered to unknown servers within continental United States and perhaps abroad, merits investigates. Oh, Lord. They said the threatening note. Oh, so when he did do his whistleblower, when Daniel came forward with all this information, he had a threatening note. It was a picture of him walking his dog, and it was an aerial picture. He said the threatening note was made clear reference to his very disclosure of he was preparing for you as a proper oversight authority. He's like, yeah, they watching him now. It was a drone. A drone. It wasn't a satellite. It was a drone flying over him that were taking pictures of him at his home. I am curious to see what happens to this whistleblower, because y'all know what happens to whistleblowers, right? We all know what happened to Boeing's whistleblowers, okay? I just want to, yeah. Yep. We know what happened with them. So I just want us to be mindful of that. Last but not least, and this is when I do like a little spotlight thing. This is not really talked about much, but I'm glad I caught it so I could put it up here. It's the goddamn video. Let's be positive for a moment. 100 Black fathers graduated from a program aimed at making them better dads, okay? That's just it. They took parenting classes to make them better fathers. 100 Black fathers did this so the cycle doesn't repeat. Now, there's nothing wrong with going to take a parenting class. There is nothing wrong with going to school and trying to educate yourself on how to take care of your child properly, or just to be better for your child, be better than your parents were to you. So I salute these fathers. If you want to go look at it, it's on Black Media page on IG, Black Media page. I appreciate and I salute these Black fathers for taking the initiative of not repeating the cycle and making sure that they're doing the best they can for their children. I appreciate it, because sometimes fathers do check out and they allow the women to run the show. So taking the initiative of trying to see how you can better yourself to be a better father figure for your children, round of applause. Okay? That's all I have for you peoples in TikTok world and in YouTube land. Now get the fuck off this app and go do something fun. It is nice and sunny outside, okay? Go outside, touch some grass, walk for 30 minutes, go play with your pet. Remember that you are their whole lives, okay? Your animals, you are their whole lives. I'm about to go love on mine for a little bit. Don't look at me like that. I'm coming, because they got to go out for a walk. And y'all have a great day. I will see y'all tomorrow at 11 o'clock. Please remember that in the beginning of the month, I will not be here. From the 4th to the 7th, I will be in Washington, D.C. on a trip with a bunch of the mutuals that are in politics. Okay? I'll be doing that, trying to get myself to be more active outside, even though I don't like being outside with folks. I'm going to do better. Okay? All right? I will see y'all later. Make sure y'all go see my page, like, comment, and share. And I bid you adieu. Bye! Damn it. Thing hot. Bye, people on YouTube land. If you subscribe to my channel, I appreciate it. If you find anything valuable that you like, please comment and share. I'll be here tomorrow at 11 p.m. Thank you for sticking around. See y'all later.